Hey everyone, so...
Oh, we're not still thumbnailing?
Okay, I'll start it now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and this is...
Ben. Sorry, I thought you were introducing me.
This is my husband, Ben. So I do a lot of like personal finance videos on my channel here, but Ben is usually not involved in them just because I like budgeting and he kind of
doesn't
and just lets me do it. But we've gotten to the point where we have some big changes coming up in our life. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know that I am pregnant. I'm like 8.5 months pregnant at this point. Baby's coming soon. So things like my work schedule is going to be different, his paternity leave, and then there's other things that may change in the new year. So we're gonna do a separate video, I think, on budgeting, like showing what our budget might look like for multiple changes in our life. But I thought it would be fun to have Ben on today and kind of let him decide the budget for December and see how different it is than what I already have. From then forward too, we're thinking about ways that we could include him in these budgeting videos in general, just so A, he's like a little bit more involved in the budget so that he's like at the end of the month like, where did all that money go?
Yeah.
And B, he gets a little bit more of a say in it, because right now if he doesn't tell me he wants to buy something, it doesn't go in the budget.
Yeah.
With that, I'm gonna start screen recording. I kept all of our like fixed expenses and our debt in here because he's not gonna know what that is. This will give him the space to kind of play around with it, and we'll do it like together. Don't worry. He's like, what am I doing?
I'm nervous.
Okay, so this is what our budget looks like for the most part for December. I just cut out variable expenses and we'll kind of go through those, but I kept in everything else. As you guys know, I black out our exact income, but comes out to about $7,200 currently. So again, that will change, but we'll maybe talk about that in a different video. So just to explain it to you, these are our fixed expenses. So things that don't change, renter's insurance. These are the three, like, you know, things we use. Kindle Unlimited, which I might get rid of, but I haven't yet. Car insurance, your 2 apps that you use, and then internet. So basically $1,900 in fixed expenses. Most of that is our rent. And then the next section is our debt, which currently is at $1,700 a month. This is highlighted because it changes all the time, so I never know how much it's going to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Unfortunate thing that we've been hearing is now there's a chance that the student loan debt cancellation might not go through, so that could like really affect our budget. But for December, we still don't have to pay, so we'll figure that out in a different time frame.
Yeah.
But so with those two, it's about $3,600 of our income is on those two things. We basically have $3,434 left for all of this stuff.
Which sounds like a lot.
Right. It does. Somehow it's
until
not,
you add
though.
that. Which also, it's just like so crazy, and every time I actually look at the budget, these like numbers just blow me away. The fact that this number is under 2,000 for fixed expenses is like really good, all things
our
considered.
Rent needs to be a lot more.
And so like you start our budget there, and like, you know, our monthly income is decent, so you look at that number and it's like, you know, you start at these two numbers and it's like, how could you not have like
a lot of money?
Yeah.
Right. He's on a ball right now, so if you see him bouncing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like trying not to bounce so that I'm not gonna make you pukey. I was also, Finn's like under the desk licking my feet, and so if you see me kicking around, that's probably because, well, I'm trying not to say it out loud, but I'm like, dude, stop. Yeah, and then, right, obviously the debt stuff is just crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely something we're hoping to start paying off in 2022. If you guys have been watching, or 2023, my channel, this year we focused on savings so that we had some savings for the baby.
And just to build back an emergency fund.
Yeah, we didn't have any, which was helpful when, like, you know, Finn was in the hospital or you know, we paid for our doula out of that, like all that stuff.
We've been able to use that, so.
Yeah. So why don't we just try plugging things in? There's a couple things in here that I know, but I kind of want to see what he thinks.
Yeah, this will be entertaining for all.
Well, like, yeah. Okay. So,
I also don't know how to use a Mac, so this should be fun.
Yeah, if he's like...
budget. Groceries. Alright, well this is like a big chunk of variable expenses. I know that, so...
Let's see how many Wednesdays we have in December. 1, 2, 3, just...
We'll say $7.50 for groceries. I think that's about normal. This is like the one number that I kind of know because we've had discussions about this in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been up near 1,000 before, and for a lot of people, this probably seems absolutely insane. But the things, and I guess I don't need to like rattle off, you know, if you've been here before, you know these things, but in case you're new, the main reasons for this one being what it is and being such a high number is, well, we don't eat out a ton, although that's something that hasn't been super true as of late.
Yeah.
But then the other pieces of that are that we have a lot of dietary restrictions. So between that and then just trying to eat high quality food, that price goes like way, way up. I always get people...
And that was like before inflation of groceries. We already were paying a lot.
I always give the people, you know, if you think about like bread, cheese, and eggs, like 3 things that are, you know, like bare bones staple stuff for a lot of people, and like can
or like bread, milk, and eggs.
Yeah, and can be gotten really cheap. None of those things can we get cheap.
Right.
Or like we could get eggs cheap, but we really value and prioritize high quality eggs because the nutrients density.
Well, and I've been eating them pregnant, and like and I will only eat runny eggs. So like things like that. Gluten-free bread or like vegan bread for him, or like dairy-free bread.
I was gonna say, or like I can't eat dairy, so instead of paying, I don't know what, $1 for cheese, say, we're paying like $6 for some fake shit. So.
Yeah. Well, like, and that stuff's hard because like I don't think fake cheese is worth it. But if you just think about milk, like I don't know how much a gallon of like skim milk is, but getting almond milk is like, you know, for an organic...
It's probably double.
Right.
Yeah.
So...
It just adds up over time and with every little thing. So, anyways, I always feel the need to, like, qualify that a little bit for people because just looking at the pure numbers, it's like, well, you can obviously cut that in half. And it's like, well, not...
We really can't.
Not the way that we eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. I mean, just for the sake of round numbers here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in $250. So like between groceries and Costco, we're spending $1,000 a month. I'd say recently, like we get groceries, like food stuff from Costco, and there's stuff there that we like, and like the reason you go to Costco is definitely cheaper than buying it, you know, at a regular grocery store. However, I will say like within that, we've had other costs as well. Like we've started buying, you know, like we've bought clothes from there. We've, you know, pillows, blankets. There's just been like more.
I guess, is that what you want to spend it in December is $250, or do you want to try to spend less?
Okay.
Or you could put in what you want now, and then we could go back through it too.
Yeah, I got you. I'll put it at $200 because that still feels reasonable to me. Mm-hmm. There is just like a lot of stuff that we get there regularly. Okay.
What would you actually put here?
What would I actually put here if this are like...
Not up to me.
I would say it's hard as a couple because I feel like there's still parts of me that I still think of like single Ben numbers, and for me this would be like $100 no problem. So something like that is not is easy here because even if you're being realistic about it,
like that kind of stuff,
I feel like we're gonna get to the end of this and it's gonna be like, these are so far off. Beauty, haircuts.
So I don't have any haircuts. You might have one in December. The other thing in here is my nails. So my nails are like at least $50.
Let's just call it 100. We'll just start
spending.
with round numbers, and then if we need to change it, obviously we can. Personal spending. Oof. Yeah, I struggle with this one because I'm like 0.
Yeah, this has been more affecting me. Although last month we spent a lot on you with like the clothes and stuff, which we didn't budget for.
Oh yeah, we did. And I'm really happy we did that, actually.
Right.
Because I'm going to wear that stuff all the time.
So again, remembering next month I will be giving birth.
Yeah, I know. That's like...
That's why it is a little, we're just guessing, you know, but I'm just interested to see like what he puts in comparison to like what I would put.
It feels like a cop-out number, but I kind of want to put 100 here also.
Okay.
Therapy, well, I guess that's...
I'll probably have one session.
One
so
session.
25.
Okay. This will be high for this particular month because we are prioritizing getting Jesse chiropractic, potentially acupuncture.
Potentially pelvic floor.
Yeah. Going into the birth. Those are just things that,
I would budget at least 100 for chiro because that'll be 4 sessions. And then if you you want to budget anything for acupuncture, which is 75 a session.
Right.
So I don't know. You could just guess here.
I might even I'll just go 300. This actually, like all things considered, honestly, this is really good.
Yeah.
If we do all that
covered.
stuff, yeah, I'm super grateful.
The acupuncturist isn't, but
yeah, very grateful for the insurance that we have, especially because
we pay a lot.
You know, depending on how long you guys have followed Jesse and our little fam here, yeah, having really good insurance is still relatively new to us as of 2022.
Yeah.
So these are the types of things that I just kind of like went like that in my 20s. You know, healthy, I'll make it work. But at this point where we're at and starting a family and stuff like that, it just helps so much to have good insurance. So utilities, oh man.
I would put like 200.
That's cheating, he told me.
Well, because it's not technically a variable expense. It's variable in the sense that like I don't know how much it's going to be.
A couple bucks there. Yeah.
But yeah.
Car. Oh, that's interesting actually. What do we...
So we should have no tolls. We shouldn't have any parking. So it's just gas.
It's going to be just gas. We're probably not going to be going to many places besides going to the hospital.
Yeah, we'll probably do like lights and stuff. I like Christmas lights. So we'll probably
that's true. Yeah.
It also depends. If I go late, like it could be the end of December before we have a baby. But so it's like,
let's try that.
How much gas? How much is gas?
2 tanks of gas.
2 tanks. Okay. Today was our 2nd tank of gas this month. Just so you know.
What day is it?
The 12th.
What? Get the hell out of here. How? What do we do? Where do we go? Damn it. Alright. Cora and Finn.
So Cora will have her allergy pills next month.
Oh. Bogus.
So that's 160.
Yep.
And
that number I do know.
Their food.
So I'm just gonna go up from even that. Baby stuff, who the hell knows? I feel like it's be $1,000 right here.
I'm hoping that like we can get most of the rest of the baby stuff this month, and then it would just be if we end up needing anything.
Right.
Oh, you know, another doctor thing I just thought of is if we have to pay that lactation consultant's fee. But that could still be within the 300.
I'll put that for now, although I acknowledge that one could be relatively variable. Miscellaneous buffer.
So we have $684 left. The only other ones that sometimes change are here. This is coming out.
That's next month.
These should not.
And we probably want to put in a Thrive Market
order.
Well, I guess maybe we'll do that this month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing really that I would change in here is that, but that's also like, I already bought my sister's birthday gift, so it's just if we're gonna spend money for Christmas, really.
Right. Let's just do that. So there's something in there. So basically we got it down to like $600 remaining.
Right. Do we want to see what I did? Just to see how they're different, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we look at the December budget I did, I'm going to flip back and forth between screens, so hopefully this doesn't bother anybody, but $750 for groceries. We both did $150 for Costco. He did a little bit more. Restaurants, he
So we
actually
basically
did a little bit more on that. Or no, I did.
We basically flipped the Costco and the restaurants.
Medication supplements, he actually budgeted low by a lot. I usually budget $200 for that just because of how much the supplements are, and because
Yeah, and we've been
Ben
a little
doesn't usually tell me when he's gonna buy supplements. So
like in the past, supplements was like a huge budget for us, and we were taking a lot for like trying to support health stuff. And then this year we've kind of like backed off from that. But now at this current point in time with the pregnancy, we've kind of like boosted that stuff a little bit, and especially with just like stuff, you know, Jessie's legs hurt and getting leg cramps overnight, so, you know, like having her pound magnesium and getting calcium and stuff like this. So it has been a little bit more recently, so that makes sense.
So household, he put 75. I usually keep it at 100.
Okay.
We usually go over household.
That's fair. Yeah. Which not too surprising, really.
Beauty, I think we're the same. Personal spending, I put
not
a little bit more. So I put 150, he put 100. Therapy is the same because I told him what to do. I highly under budgeted doctors. Which is probably why it's yellow, but I wasn't thinking about acupuncture at all until you mentioned that today. And that's not covered by insurance, so that we would have to pay out of pocket. So Ben actually did better here. Utilities, 200. I think I budgeted 275. I normally budget like 300 for utilities, I think.
Really?
And I did tell you 200, so that's technically my...
Well, and this will probably be going down because we're out of the hot summer here in North Carolina. So we just pay a lot in air conditioning because we keep it cool at night.
Right. Car, 150. You did the same.
Yeah, after you were like, really?
Yeah, I was like,
really?
75 is absolutely not going to happen. 250 for Cora and Finn. I did 150 because I was thinking that Cora's allergy pills we're going to have to buy this month. So I don't know. It's either going to be this month or next month. I have no idea exactly when it comes out. Baby stuff, I think we did the same. Miscellaneous.
Almost the same.
Almost the same.
Look at the total, though.
2,700. Oh. Wow. Well, we're not that off, at least. That's good. I thought that this guy was going to be like, what in the hell are you doing?
Only $50 off, and I was $50 more.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty impressive, though.
Yeah. I budgeted a little bit more for birthdays, holidays.
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking of possibly buying a mixer over Black Friday if it's less expensive. If it's not, then we're not. If we buy it, we won't buy each other Christmas presents. But then also it's just hard with like a baby and stuff. I just don't know what we'd even buy for each other, quite honestly.
Right.
So that's kind of just like there, but we might not use it. Yeah, we actually have a lot more. 634. Ben has 609, so a lot more money than we have had the last couple months. So that's interesting to do, mostly because I thought we'd be much further off than we were, and we really weren't.
I know.
Maybe December we should try really hard to like actually stay on budget.
I would say yes.
Yeah. We're actually doing pretty well so far on
November.
This month. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the hard thing with household, and why probably $100 is like a low budget, because on average there's like always going to be something that pops up that you need there. So I think it's also interesting to consider, like, this is renting, so we don't even own. Like, when you own a house, I'm sure that goes quite a bit up.
I hope you guys enjoyed kind of seeing what that looked like for our December budget and what Ben and I think it should look like. And to be honest, I'm happy that we're really not that far off, off from each other. We'll definitely do at the end of November, I'll bring Ben on and we can do a
recap.
Yeah, like recap, and we can talk through like where we went over and where we didn't. But
yeah, which will probably be where more clashing happens.
Yeah.
This was easy.
Yeah, this was easier than I thought it would be. Well, thank you so much for watching. That's how quickly $3,000 can go away. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and Ben being a blurry co-part of it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. What do I hit?
Just hit that top power button. It'll stop it. No. Okay, wow.
I mean, you had to use your words.
I did. The top power button.
I don't know what that means.
Well, there's a button that says power.